I know how we work together. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't see it as a scientific process that you have. Maybe you could talk a little about that.
First off, let me say, not to sound too hyperbolic or at the risk of sounding too reverent, but getting to work with this gentleman and collaborate on 6 films now, going into our 7th.
Going on the 7th.
Has truly been one of the proudest moments of my professional career, but not only that, my entire life. Our process, I think, is something that developed over time, and our collaborations together and the formation of the characters that I've gotten to play in your films. I think Gangs of New York was a very interesting one. Just to take it very far back, as far as our history together. I grew up watching movies very young, wanting to be an actor. My father brought me to see Marty's work along with Mr. De Niro's and says, if there's anyone you want to strive to work with in your career, now that you have the capability of doing movies, it's with this gentleman. So I got to see Marty's work very, very early on. Marty's always incredibly gracious with other talent filmmakers, with the Film Foundation, but at 18 years old, you said to me, hey kid, great job in Gilbert Grape. You were on the way out of a party.
Okay.
and this stuff sticks with you. And we had the opportunity to work together on Gangs of New York for the first film, and then after that, I think it was really The Aviator where I brought you that material.
Yeah,
we really got into this sort of character study of who Howard Hughes was, and we really dissected that man's life.
Well, what happened there was that something in Gangs of New York, which was, I say it affectionately, chaotic situation in many different ways. It was a giant production, that sort of thing. But somehow with you, we pulled through and came together immediately to do another picture, and that was The Aviator. And by the time we were doing The Aviator, what was happening was that I was discovering the trust with you, and also it was like I had gone through 3 or 4 phases of making films, of a career, I guess. The upside and the downside completely. And here, I gotta say, working with you on Aviator particularly was a kind of a rebirth of the enjoyment of creating something in cinema. And so we just kept working together, and I think a lot of it has to do with the way you think, which is you still have the curiosity pretty much about everything. Mm-hmm. You're interested in everything.
Just a reminder for those of you who are also curious and interested in everything, you can help us, Kino Lime Studios, bring one of these screenplays to life. You can read the top 26 and vote on your favorites, because the winning script is going to be fully funded by us.